video.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud of Ben this morning. Yes, I mean, at exactly 3:25 a.m. this morning, Ben executed the second part of his secret task from Big Brother. Yes, now this instruction was given to him yesterday during his pre-eviction diary session, where Big Brother had instructed him to take back the eggs that he had, removed from the house before. Yeah, to take them back to the house and then redistribute them however way he wants to do it. Yes, and this young man had stayed awake all night up until about 3 a.m. ish or thereabout. Yes, now he did not sleep, ladies and gentlemen. He had to wait for the whole house to call it a night before he set out to execute this secret mission. And it was quite risky because, hey, at the end of the day, it's Big Brother's house. Anything can happen. Anybody can pop out from anywhere to do whatever. Yes, and in a way I was kind of praying for him that he doesn't get caught, and he did not get caught. Yes, so though it was quite tricky, but he was able to pull it off seamlessly. He redistributed the eggs, and before even going back into the room, he had to ensure that everywhere was quiet, that there was no possible movement anywhere before he crept back into his bed to sleep. Yes, so I'm super proud of Action Ben. Yes. In fact, Africa is proud of Action Ben. I mean, at least something to make me smile, after last night's exhausting live eviction show. Yeah, but besides that, you are all specially welcome to my channel. My name is Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Elijah, and I am the girl with the tea. Action Ben's mission is not the only thing that happened last night. There were one or two conversations that happened in the house after the live eviction show, and about two of them caught my interest, which I'll be sharing on this video. I'm referring to the conversation between Shaun and Handi, and then my expectations of Ben, after Ebuka's revelation about Chizoba. All right, so let's get into this video. I look forward to hearing your thoughts as usual in the comment section below, and yeah, let's get right into it. First off, with Ben, frankly speaking, after Ebuka had actually exposed Chizoba, yeah, when he had asked her why she had told Ben that she needed space when she was upset, but I told them, by the way, twins, that she needed them to be around. Guys, it was very obvious that Ben was not happy about that. It was very obvious, from his countenance, that he felt used. He felt cheated. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you cast your mind back to how last week panned out for Chizoba, she had used Ben as a crutch to get by the most horrible week in Big Brother's house for herself. Ben was always there for her, cooking, tending to her needs, tending to her emotions, encouraging her, advising her. And even when she had transferred aggression on him on multiple occasions, he still stood there like a rock, giving her his shoulder to lean on, to cry on, cleaning her tears. This guy was always there for Chizoba. They were sleeping in the same bed. But then all of a sudden, over the weekend, Chizoba reconciled with them, by the way, twins, and boom, she had switched, moved on straight to them, by the way, twins. So, ladies and gentlemen, I saw all of those things happen, and I was kind of expecting that after the live eviction show, Ben was gonna confront Chizoba about it, not to fight, not to quarrel, but just to get clarity that, okay, girl, what was that about? Because when Ebuka had asked her that question, she could not answer it. She was blabbing. That was it. She was blabbing. But then Ben had actually gone to her to celebrate her and congratulate her on not getting evicted, that none of them got evicted, but he did not mention that part. And in a way, it was quite expected. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we know that at the moment, the people that we have in that house, they are friends. They are all seeking connections on the outside, especially with them, by the way, twins. And so people are threading carefully around those guys. People are, just being careful not to get into their bad books, especially Ben, because Ben had had conversations with them, by the way, twins, on different occasions in the previous weeks about collaborating on the house side because of how their lifestyles align. Ben is a nightlife connoisseur, and the Mbadiwe twins, it seems like they actually have businesses that also deals with the nightlife lifestyle, you know. So Ben had conversations with them about how he would love to work with them, how he would love to be the PR in their clubs if they have one, and whatnot in their different establishments. So it's a deal that he's actually cooking up from the house, you know, towards the future after the show. So every time things happen, you see how Ben will be very quick to apologize, especially with the Mbadiwe twins. And so when Ebuka made that huge revelation last night, the fact that Ben could not or did not give a reaction, I wasn't really surprised, but I was actually expecting it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's a show. And what keeps the show going are the actions and reactions of these housemates. It's not every time people will be the bigger person. If everybody is being the bigger person in Big Brother's house, trust me, we will never have a complete show. In fact, there will be no show. So everything about the show is based on the actions and reactions of housemates. It's not about being the bigger person. It's not even about picking your battles and whatnot. So I was quite disappointed. That's the point. I was disappointed. But anyways, I would love to hear your thoughts about that. So please go ahead and share. Now, moving on to Shaun and Handi's conversation. So before we get into those things, first of all, what was the conversation about? Well, let's not forget that in the midst of all of that drama going on between Shaun and Wani, Shaun and Handi have a friendship. They are friends, very good friends. They used to talk a lot. They had this very, very good relationship that's even beyond cordial. Very, very good relationship, yeah? And the moment Shaun and her sister Wani started being at loggerheads with each other almost all the time, Handi started taking a step back. Why? Because Shaun's aggressiveness and disrespect would frequently extend from Wani to Handi. Hence the conversation that Handi had with her sister last week when Wani had that blowout with Shaun in the kitchen, where she had said that she was scared of talking to Shaun. She was scared of even having a conversation with him because the guy is very stubborn, very defensive, never takes accountability for his actions. And she does not want the rudeness and the disrespect because she doesn't even know how he was going to talk to her. So, having listened to that conversation, I was kind of hoping that if there was going to be any conversation between herself and Shaun, she was going to call him out on his bullshit. She was going to let him know that, dude, you've been very rude and disrespectful to my sister and I, and you need to take accountability for it. You need to apologize for it. But guess what? In Shaun's typical fashion, he was the one that was on the defensive as usual, you know, talking about how he felt cornered, how he felt ganged up on. You know, whenever he has issues with Wani, it seems like Handi disregards their friendship and always takes her sister's side. That most of the time he actually expects her to be neutral, even though he understands that they are both twins, they're sisters, they've got a bond, and from natural instincts, she would want to stand up for her sister, she would want to defend her sister, but he always feels like his friend is also taking sides and ganging up against him. You know, so he was just expressing all of that and making himself look like the victim, of course. And Handi was apologizing and assuring him that it would never happen again, that moving forward, she would try to remove herself from their situation and also acknowledge their friendship so as not to take sides. And so what Shaun ended up doing in that conversation was subtly telling Handi to back off. Because, in other words, 3 is a crowd. Yep. And Handi fell for it. Without demanding for an apology from Shaun. Without demanding for Shaun to take accountability of his actions. All the disrespect, the disregard, the rudeness, the aggressiveness in speech and actions. She let him go. She did not even acknowledge that any of those things happened. And once again, Shaun won. Because she apologized to him. And guys, you know what that made me realize? It made me realize that it's not like Shaun is the best at playing this game of manipulation. As a matter of fact, whatever Shaun is doing with the twin sisters, on a scale of 1 to 10, in the game of deceit, it's just on level 1. It's not even got into the highest level. It's just 1. It's the most basic game of deceit, manipulation that he's playing with these girls. But on the other hand, what it shows is how much these girls how much they are not self-aware, how much they do not value their own self-respect, how much they do not think they deserve more, how much it's so glaring that even the barest minimum impresses them. Yeah, because Shaun even giving the barest minimum. I don't even think he's even giving barest, not to talk of minimum. He's never given anything. Yeah, but it just shows how much they are so easily impressed by the slight attention from a guy. And it was just very pathetic to watch that conversation happen. I thought Handi was smarter of the twins. I thought she was more exposed, more enlightened of the twins. But she just ended up reducing herself to that love-struck level that her sister is at currently. But then again, there's also the part where we cannot remove the possibility that Handi is equally playing a game, a pity card. Whilst Shaun is playing the villain card, it's very obvious that she's playing the pity card. And now it's making me wonder more than ever if she and Shaun planned to play the Bella and Shegs card. Because when Ebuka had asked her that question during the live fiction show, who Shaun is to her, and she had mentioned that, oh, she likes him, she loves his person, and she's feeling the boy, and he's a boyfriend in the house. And Ebuka had asked her, oh, what about outside the house? She's like, oh, in the house. When we go outside of the house, we'll find out. Guys, I started putting 2 and 2 together. Because there was also another time in one of those weeks when she had a diary session, and she had sent a message to somebody on the outside. She was like, the person knows themselves. I miss you. I cannot wait to see you. So now I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and it seems like things are beginning to add up. That smile that Shaun gave, it just seems like they all know what they are doing. But ladies and gentlemen, we're not very certain, because if really they are playing a game, then it means Wani must be a fantastic actor. It also means that Shaun is a fantastic actor. I mean, look at his past record from Blue Therapy. You know, the same personality displayed on that show is the exact same one he's displaying on the Big Brother show. So what this would mean, if really they're playing a game, is that they're actually the best of actors. But we don't know yet, so we'll have to keep our fingers crossed to see how everything unfolds, still to the end of the season, and of course outside the house. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop talking here right now because I would love to hear from all of you, your thoughts especially about these conversations and also Ben's situation with Chizoba. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll see you guys on another video soon. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.